A U.S. judge publicly released a court filing on Wednesday, October 2, in which federal prosecutors detailed their evidence against former President Donald Trump for allegedly attempting to overturn his 2020 election defeat. This 165-page document is expected to be one of the last comprehensive accounts of the prosecution's case before the November 5 election, as no trial is anticipated before Trump faces Democratic Vice President Kamala Harris.
If I don't get immunity, then crooked Joe Biden doesn't get immunity, and all of the things he's done to allow the border invasion, millions and millions of people coming into our country, many from prisons, jails, mental institutions, insane asylums, many terrorists coming into our country. That's really allowing insurrection. I mean, Joe would be ripe for indictment. So you're saying that Trump shouldn't get immunity, but Joe Biden would? I didn't do anything like he did. I ran a great country.
The filing provides an extensive narrative of Trump's actions post-election, much of which has already been reported or discussed in the findings from the House committee investigating the Capitol riot. Notably, it includes an allegation that a White House staffer overheard Trump telling family members, "It doesn't matter if you won or lost the election."
Today, an indictment was unsealed, charging Donald J. Trump with conspiring to defraud the United States, conspiring to disenfranchise voters, and conspiring and attempting to obstruct an official proceeding. The attack on our nation's capital on January 6, 2021, was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy. As described in the indictment, it was fueled by lies. Lies by the defendant targeted at obstructing a bedrock function of the U.S. government, the nation's process of collecting, counting, and certifying the results of the presidential election.
Additionally, on January 1, 2021, Trump reportedly warned Vice President Mike Pence that he would be perceived negatively if he did not leverage his role during the January 6 certification process to support Trump.
The prosecution of a president for his official acts would open a Pandora's box from which this nation may never recover. Could George W. Bush be prosecuted for obstruction of an official proceeding for allegedly giving false information to Congress to induce the nation to go to war in Iraq under false pretenses? Could President Obama be potentially charged with murder for allegedly authorizing drone strikes targeting U.S. citizens located abroad?
Trump has pleaded not guilty to 4 criminal charges related to conspiracy to obstruct the congressional certification.
And I think they feel this is the way they're going to try and win. And that's not the way it goes. That'll be bedlam in the country. It's a very bad thing. It's a very bad precedent. As we said, it's the opening of a Pandora's box, and that's a very sad thing that's happened with this whole situation. When they talk about threat to democracy, that's your real threat to democracy. And I feel that as a president, you have to have immunity. Very simple. A president has to have immunity. And the other thing is, I did nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong.
Defraud the U.S. out of accurate election results and interfere with voting rights. Prosecutors, led by Special Counsel Jack Smith, presented their evidence to argue that the allegations against Trump hold up despite the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling regarding former president's immunity from criminal prosecution for actions taken while in office.